Um, so sorry, it's just now I'm having time to do it. So this is what I've designed before. So I've just used a new one to show you how to do it. Now in an input feed, I like to group everything that I will need in an input feed. I need the label, I need placeholders, I need error message here. Okay, not here. Error message should come below. Um, okay, it should be like this. I need error message. I need remember me. I need forward password. Now there's what we call nesting. Nesting is placing other property, other content inside one. There is placeholder here, there is right placeholder here inside a input feed. Okay, let me name this input feed. Okay, these people are already in auto layout. The both of these are already in auto layout. Okay, I think it's supposed to be in auto. Oh no, 10 per se, 10 because I think when you get to somewhere you need to work on it. So this auto layout, there's this one that has test placeholder. Then inside one left, I named it left placeholder element. There's icon and the placeholder test. Then most times in input feed, there are two icons. There's one here. If you want to say you want to put for password, input feed for password, you need the right side. An input feed for normal text, email, you need the icon left side. Then if you don't need this all, then you need the placeholder text. Okay, that's why you're going to put everything together so it becomes easy. Then there is this forgot password for some input. There's remember password. Remember, whatever we are designing here is not the only type of input feed. We have input feed uh, whereby there's no placeholder, but here, okay, there's placeholder, no left icon. The right icon is a drop down menu. Okay, you can type when you start typing, the drop down will come and check if for shortcut you just pick. So this one too will still work. And remember, some input feed do not contain label like search. Search contain it inside. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you. So now what I will do is if you calculate the space between here and here is 12, here is 12, here is 8. So first bring these people together. These ones are same line. I put them in auto layout, make them auto. Auto makes them space between. Okay, it divides the space between them equally. See it here, equally, evenly between them. Here I'll add an auto layout so that because I want to I'll tell you why I'm doing that later. I want to be able to target the error frame, and there's one called error message, not text message. Okay. This one here is just, I'll call it supporting element. Okay. Inside it, we have remember me and forgot password. Okay. Now there's this one here. I'll just combine them together. It's supposed to be 12. Um I'll go inside, make them field container. Okay, going inside is simple. Just if you double click, it will select what is inside them and you check. But if you select it like this, you can just click enter. It goes from here to the two child element. So that's it. Select these two, make them one frame. Then this is 8. I want this to be field container so that everything moves to their place. It becomes easy to shrink and change perspective, change resizing. Sorry. So now I select all of this, add another auto layout, make them 12. Here is 12 and here is 12. So now I want everything inside to be field container. Okay, so now I can name this one close service and name the top one input feed. Okay, This one would be the inputs. There's label, there's input, then this one, I don't know what I'll call this. Let me just call this one order. I don't know what I'll call it for now. I think I'll need to know information architecture on this and know the best way to name them. So now you've seen this now. This is what we've done. We've been able to create a component. We're able to create an auto layout of our input feed. Okay. Right. Remember I said nested components, and I meant that inside one hole there will be other component inside, and they are now nested. There's one here. There's another one here. You can still get other information. So they are nested inside each other. Okay, so you get that nesting is what I'm talking about. Now, I think we are done with creating the input feed. Now, what we want to do is to create um, a component. I'll just create it here, get a new variant. I'll just call it variant one. Okay, since this one is default, so it's variant one. So now what we want to work on, we want to work on this property here. Uh, we want to work on this one, two, three, four property. It only comes when you select the outer part, not each of the variant, but the component itself, because you want to add some things, except if you want to specifically add them here. So what I want to do is, remember here we have about one, two, three, four. I think you know about variants. It's like duplicating this, cloning this, and working on the content of this just to be a bit slightly different from this. Now there's Boolean. Boolean is answers the question yes or no. That's why you see the I, either available or not available. So now when you come here, we want our error message, each frame entirely, to either be available or not available. So when you select the error message frame, not the text itself, okay, that's where availability comes. You just come here from this layer, you create a new property. You create show error message. When it is true, that means it's showing. When it is false, that means not showing. So you create uh, size that you've created one. If you create it, um, you would see it under here. Okay, so once I delete this, once I pick this one outside, you'll see it here. It's not a boolean property. So boolean property shows as this open and close toggle button. So that's that aside. Okay, we want this supporting this thing to become boolean, because sometimes you might be doing an input feed that doesn't concern us with any of this property here. So what we'll come here, create a new property, call it uh, supporting element, create. That's as easy as that. Okay, that's boolean too. We've done boolean we need for that. Can still do this again too. Here can create this. We don't want this to show sometimes, so it should show all and that. So when we come here, we can just close order. It will close all of them automatically. But the only problem that we have here, say we have this in auto layout, inside duplicate it. See, it's already showing some line, and that's not what we want. We want to be able to close this, close. Okay, this is supposed to be all content. This is supposed to be field container. field container. Don't know why this last one is just misbehaving. Inside this place, is there something I don't know? Anyways, I don't know why that's not showing. So now we want to work on the text. So here now it says label. So we just come to this content here. We can make it boolean property in case there's no label. We can still also make them text. We just name it label. Okay. The value here is what we want to show here, but the name is what will show here. So you just create. When you come here, you'll see something like label. So if you change anything to password, to change to password directly here, okay, then that's that one. If you want to not show the label, you can close the label and it will close. Okay, once you close the label, the other text for it will disappear because there's no need showing it when it's not showing. Now we want to do, I don't think there's a need for doing the test for remember me because you cannot change, or maybe you also want to change the language. Yeah, you might want to change diction for remember me, your copy. So you create it. So when you come here and you show order, you can change remember me to whatever you want, spot on. Okay, you change this straight ahead. And same thing with forward password. If you want to change anything test, just select it here on this one here. Come to content, select this, come to content, create a new property, forgot, name it whatever you want. Okay, name it whatever you want, accept it. To create that was easier for you to just edit. Now I think we are done with variant. I think it's not, you know about variant already. We are done with variant, boolean, and test. So we want to do about instance swap. So instance swap now it's actually easy. We want to be able to instantly swap something. Okay, you can swap anything. You can swap a text. You can swap a frame. You can swap an icon. You can swap a group. You can swap another frame. Just depends on what you want to do. But before that, you have to like nest a component, another component inside. So when you come to this place here, I already created um, some components. I named them this checkbox, text feed, lock screen, lock email and account cycle. So if we want to work on that, if we want it to become easy to work on, remember here, this it's also a component. Okay, if I go to the original one, you see it here. Turn back to the instance now. So to do this, what I'll just do is I'll just come to here. Not layout. Sorry, layout is to show or hide. Okay, that's boolean property. When you come here, here it shows instance swap. So you just click on it. It will instantly swap it. Okay. If you see what happened here, it's showing me preferred values, which means you are selecting anytime you want to instantly swap, it will first show you this, and that's not what we want. We want it to show us every component in our system. So you have to delete this from it. Okay. Give it a name. Say, okay, I want this to be icon. Icon, yes. Just create a property. Create this property. Yeah, it becomes easy. So when you come here now, you can find it here and change to whatever icon is inside, and it changes straight ahead. It becomes easy to change. Okay, that's one part. Then another part is when you want to do, sometimes here we have this thing here, but we cannot use these two icons at once. We want only one icon to show and the other close. So to do that, it's same boolean property. This one would be from layer. You create a boolean property. You want it to show left icon. Okay. You want this to show right icon, because I'm just naming it that way so it becomes easy to look for. Come here, you can just, okay, I don't want the right icon to show, I still don't want left icon. So now you see it's now remaining only your text. I say okay, I don't want it, I want the right icon to show. Now if you remember what I did here when I was doing the auto layout, I gave it 10. If I had given it auto, when I come to this side, I gave it right icon. Okay, think okay, this is because of this one that is on feed. If this one is not in feed, you will see that it will divide this one. Here will come to the side, but it's not still here. So that's not what we want. We want this to remain as 10%, 10 pixel. So when this divides, it divides equally. Okay, it becomes easy. This is how to just do it. You can show error message, you can show supporting. Okay, so you get on. I don't want all that to show. I want left icon not to show. Just want it to look like this. Now you can come here too and make uh, property. You call it placeholder. Call it placeholder. Anything you come here and say, okay, I want this placeholder to be enter email, and I want email. I want here to say email address. You see, it becomes easy as that. Just one part. So it's still responsive even at that. Okay, you can add your icons too. But the thing is this isn't auto, that's why it's misbehaving. Once it becomes auto, this one respects itself. But if it's in 10, it will still be considering this. Okay, the only effect is if you make this one fill to push it. So that's just it. I think that's just it about Figma um, Figma component property. I think that just, if there's something I don't know, please let me know. If there's something I did not put here, please just let me know. I can just call my attention. I'll work it for you. Okay.